I think I did not really spend a lot of these things. These are, toys that, toys that are being thrown, I don't use. So I basically don't spend anything for this. Some I made, if you see my customs, I use pens, I use, markers and everything. So that's it. I basically don't spend that much. So I think I just spend more on the paints actually. Paints and the glue, the industrial glue and those, those I buy from the hardware. So I just spend those things. So for spending, I don't spend a lot for them. Yeah, I spend like, for the paints only. So it doesn't go beyond like 20 USD. But the effort is really priceless. The effort, yeah, you put on these things like, weeks, and the trial and error. I told you that I have to throw things. Some parts go to waste and something. So okay, let's not waste time. I have to show these bigger weapon systems. Yeah, Skybolt, Detonator, and Depth Charger, which is the most badass. It's big. When you tell me, oh, it's Skybolt because Skynet is not enough, so I have to call Skybolt. Yeah, something like that. Yes. Mm. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'll show the first one. The Skybolt. Imagine if this is from Air Force, like the Avengers Hawk. Not Hawk. Who's that? The one the Captain America. The one who replaced Captain America right now because Captain America is so old. Something like Hawk. Who's the guy? I forgot. Yes, yeah, the Birdman, yeah, yeah. Imagine that the Birdman do this thing, all the firepower that I put everything. It has two something like jets, like all these guns and everything, which is I pay homage to the real Skybolt weapon system, the vintage one. So I just something made some, very large, rockets on the side, the same sidewinders. We watch Maverick, everything like we like Tom Cruise, and I'm also a fan of Top Gun. Yeah, those huge. I wanted everything huge, and the side, on the legs. Yeah, the what you call this, the rear. I use it from the Gundam. There's this Gundam who uses all these, very cool on the wings. Yeah, so large. Yeah, yeah. I think it's more for speed and for power. I just want something like you reach Mach something like supersonic, something. I want him to see that thing. That I want him to go Mach 10. I want him to go Mach 10. Mach 10. That's like the Maverick movie. And yes, yes, yes. Those thrusters. I actually made from pens, covers of markers. But yeah, out of imagination, I have to put it something like this. It should be three thrusters, for more thrust and speed and something. Yeah, I make it the wings so big. Yeah. Uh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Eventually, then I saw that that huge part here on the vintage toy, so I just mimic the how the shape and everything. So I just copied even these pointed things like that. Then I mounted these Gatling gun, the big Gatling gun, yeah, in front of his face, something like that. So I make it something like, yeah. So if something like this guy will be attacking from the Air Force, yeah, you're pretty screwed, very screwed. Yeah, and all that firepower, that guns, the rocket, and the speed. I think this, Ace would be the ultimate, you know, bird of destruction. And, if you do, if this one's really, oh, yeah, on my imagination. Only if this, if there's a Centurions movie, yeah, I want to see Skybolt in this firepower and this huge something that he's really that killing bird of prey or everything. It's gonna be true. I think, you would call it air supremacy. Yeah, yeah, everything gonna screwed, man. They're gonna screw. Yeah, still the same. I think it's the same helmet that comes with the Sky Knight. Yeah, I just yes, yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, that's how I perceive Skybolt with all the power and everything. That's why all the imagination. He has a front guns with three guns in a row. Yeah, and he has this front gun on the vertical. Yeah, either way he attacks like this or like that. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, all the imagine. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. If you get this, I use this one. It's like the tip of a screwdriver. Tip of a screwdriver. No, no, no. It's a plastic bag. Yeah, just something like that. So it has two layers here: the bigger circle and the smaller circle. So if you can get think you can hack the connectors to get it fit, then it works. Yeah. No, no, no. They're made of plastic. The no, no. I just mimic the shape of the tip of a minus screwdriver and yeah, I mimic, but I use plastic. The 1 mm plastic plate that they do for modeling Gundams. That's what I to make so plastic against plastic. If you're metal for plastic, you surely the plastic and the figure surely will scrape up. So I use plastic over plastic. Yeah. So that's for Skybolt, yeah, or Skybolt. I took yeah, it's been it took me time for this to figure out how it looks like. So we go to the next one, which is Max Ray's depth charger. Okay, okay. So for depth charger is quite big also. Depth charger is around yeah. That- yeah. These pontoons are obviously if you see my work in progress, those are pens. Those are really pens, like marker pens. The big marker pens, the smaller marker pens. I just go to the bookshop or anything playing school supplies and everything. You go those pens. So I just say, oh, this is a cool pen. This is the Puntoon, something like that. You are part of, I see the pen, hi pen, this marker is this will be part of my, will be part of depth charge or something. So that is the Puntoons. Yeah, you guessed it right. Yes, those were pens. And the one holding in the Puntoons is a leg of a Gundam figure, so it moves like, all the joints. I just yeah, it moves like, yeah, it's articulated. Yeah, yeah. So I use the legs, the leg part. So yeah, I just bent it, yeah, to to mimic depth charger on the original vintage toy. So it's like that. It's a huge hunk of plastic that I put everything on the back part. So I did, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, the windshield is made out of the, yeah. Windshields is from a water bottle. A water bottle. Clear plastic. Yeah, you just cut. I see the water bottle with, with the unique shape. I just get it. You'll be windshield. That's how I, see. And the front is just a hunk of, plastic, some toy parts, and yeah, and those pointed there are pens here, marker pens. The cover of marker pens. So I use it like that. Yeah, I just added those, those spikes. So I just carve it in and add the nub so that a oh this one is interesting. This yeah, the yellow thing, that is, you use those roll on, the Rexona roll on. There is this ball, yeah, that's made of, yeah, yeah, behind. So it's just I did it, yeah. It's from a deodorant, for the deodorant, and then just I poke those, poke those tube plastic there, and yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, because I saw this in the naval, it's really like, I mimic it from the naval mine. If you see it in the actual naval mine, it looks like that. The spikes is like that. So I mimic it. So yeah, why not make something like out of, what you see on documentaries about spike mine? So that's how I did. And I just pour on a lot of, then two guns and wings on the back to make it, max. Then yeah, max it open, the canopy can open. So I just got it from a toy that has this open something that has an hinge. So I just get it and, do a canopy for him. Actually, there, yeah, yeah. From a Actually, Gundams have all those hinges thing, the rubber thing. And all you have to do is just use that hinge part, that rubber part. Then yeah, I just put it there. You have the, the rubber part there that has hinges. So I just use something like I learned because I used to, be a Gundam collector. So I just applied everything to Centurions. Yeah, Centurions. So that's basically depth charger. It's around 14 inches from here. 14, just like, as big as, as the Skybolt. Yeah. 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 Yeah, because I actually want to display them, the three of them with three. So I think it's so cool that they are everything's be on scale for, display purposes. So I have to, it should be, it's the financial thing. It's a yeah, yeah. It's the financial thing. It's the rarity. Nobody's gonna sell like, 5 USD for a figure. Nobody's gonna sell you like that right now. Yeah. All I manage for my finances, I can only afford basic weapon systems. So I just bought the three loose, not the mint in the box. Of course, I can't afford those things. Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, detonator. Yes, this is the detonator for Jake Rockwell. So yes, yeah, those are just pens. They're made out of pens and some toys. Yeah, yeah. Because because in the vintage, so it looks like that. I just exaggerate that that cloth thing on the front, the ice something that freeze that freeze that alien on the front. So I it's very long. I want something like more firepower for Jake for this thing. Then yeah, yeah. So something like it's like yeah, for land for the land thing. I want him to be something like the mech, the walking mech. So I purposely made these walking legs to be big, like the one on Robocop, something like that. Yeah, something like big walking legs. Yeah, so I made it like that, so that it can. Yes, yes, yes. I kick bash them, then yeah, and this back thing to support the big legs, uh, those things. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, and it's something like yeah, it's better for it supports structurally the integrity of the toy. If I have to rely on the legs of Jake on the figure, it surely cannot take the whole weight of the weapon system that I'm making. So I have to make an independent, strong legs to make this figure stand. I mean, to make this weapon system stand. So I have to make something like that because I do trial and error. So I throw a lot of paint. You have to mix the paint. Oh, it's too dark already, so I have to throw these things. I have to end up, mixing and mixing and mixing until I get the ideal green and the yellow of the original and the basic figures. I have the copy of those basic figures, so I have to mimic the color and the shade. So that's how then these I just make the missile. I forgot the name of the missile to look it like that. I've just felt like make it longer and something like more firepower and everything. Yeah, it's still a pen. It's still a tip of the pen. Yeah, I use them, something like that. Anything from China, pens are very cheap. You can buy them in dozens, so I buy them like that. And there's this hunk of just plastic. Then I took a time on this part. This uh, yes, mm, yeah, on the on detonator. So that's how my detonator looking that the hunk of plastic, just like depth charger. So I put all those hunk of plastic. So it's quite it's quite it weighs. This thing weighs, yeah, and it's as big as side by side with with the depth charger. It has this same weight, I think. Oh, and it weighs. But really, this one weighs around 15 inches from. It's longer because of the gun. So detonator is around 15 inches long, longer. Yeah, the big legs help. Those big legs, they solidly, they're uh, they're solid to stand. So that's why I managed to have those, the bigger hunk of plastic supported by the big legs. Mm. So that's, yeah, that's how I. Oh, the sonic screen. Oh, that one I think I just mimic, yeah, yeah, I mimic it from the vintage. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I put it because I, if what's in the vintage, so I make sure it's in the custom, so that it really likes, capture everything, the colors, and yeah, and make it something like, more firepower. And yeah, I just run my imagination and passion as a fan. So that's how I did for these large weapon systems. Yeah, that's the. Oh, yeah, this is the cruiser. It comes with the one but it doesn't. Yeah, it comes, but it's so old. But yeah, I have to keep this. It's my only, Centurions box. I have to keep. Oh, no, I wish to do that, but I think I have no space for that. Basically, I put everything on a crate. In a crate because I don't collect Centurions. I also do a lot of, crazy vintage toys. I just put it on my, my Facebook page on JP Toys Sabuya. So all the things that I've been creating. JP Toys Cebu. I put Cebu because somebody owned already that JP Toys. I'm not the original, but I'm JP. Then I into toys. Then I'm from Cebu. That's why JP Toys Cebu. Basically. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! That is so cool. Whoa! That is so cool. Uh, no, mine's not a Rex Charger. Uh, mine's not a Rex Charger. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. My version of Rex Charger is a, somebody call it appropriately, Max Charger. It's a Max. Yeah, it's a Max Charger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a Rex Charger. Actually, it should be, called as a Rex Charger. Rex Charger. It's the latest thing that I've done, and I just have an extra cruiser weapon, and I just added because it looks really similar to the one we see on, on the cartoons and on the, yeah. So I just added some. Somebody sold me that at, parts, so it's an extra part, so I just use it. And there is this detonator thing, the original detonator thing. So it fires. This one really fires, like, fires, genuinely fires. Oh, Oh, repulsor cabin. This one, the blue. So I kit bash it from some toys and yeah, and fit it. And I use the glowing paint, glow in the dark paint, which is um, glow in the dark paint. It's a phosphorescent glow in the dark paint. Actually, I have the paint right now. It's a phosphorescent glow in the dark. They use it on exit symbols. So this generally glows in the dark. I just can't show it because it's daytime here in Philippines. Yeah, but it genuinely glows in the dark. Yeah, yeah. It's phosphorescent glow in the dark paint, spray paint. Yeah, make yeah good for exit. So it looks like this. It's a powdery, greenish, yellowish finish. So I think that's the best I can do, for this paint. It's yeah, you need the amount of paint so that it will glow in the dark. You need to spray like three at least three coats. Let it dry, then yeah. So it's to make it effectively glow in the dark. So that's Rex, and you can see. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Then oh, thanks. But I really want to glow in the dark because Rex Charger toy glows in the dark. We know everything on the visual toy something. In the catalog it glows in the dark, so I always wanted it to glow in the dark also as well. Yeah. Mm. No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Truly, it glows in the dark, yeah, every time. Oh, but yeah, the phosphorescent paint works only if you have this light. If it doesn't receive light where it can absorb, it don't glow. It doesn't glow. I think you need at least a minute expose the paint, just a minute to any light source. Then when you turn off the light, it glows. Something like that. Mm. The longer it is exposed to a light source, the better glow it shows. So it's been exposed like an hour over a very bright light. Then when you turn it off, it glows so nicely. Yeah, that's how a phosphorescent. No, no. I think it's just a phosphorescent paint. Phosphorescent paint. Yeah, phosphorescent paint. But I think the one on the original toy is using that phosphorescent. And it's really the plastic there. It's not only paint. It's the plastic that's really glow in the dark on the toy. Yeah, I forget the say. You see the face there. That's how it's really the max raid, and I just painted out. I think, yeah, really blue because Rex Charger has blue eyes on the cartoons. Okay, I'll just put this helmet because this helmet I did the helmet with the epoxy paint. No, epoxy material, the hardware, and I did not mimic the one that is used in the original toy because I base it on the cartoons. I think it's easier, and because the toy has really have a lot of lines there that I can't something it's harder for me, so I just mimic the cartoon and how it looks like, and the paint, the whole red helmet, and that's it. That's how I did Rex Charger. And the black is just orange because I think it's the orange thing, orange and red, and the glow in the dark material. That's how I did I just get I actually it was a hard. I decided to go with the with the cartoons. So how the cartoon colors show that I just yes, yes. Hmm. Oh, oh, yeah. It's interesting. Huh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure, sure. It would be it would be a pleasure. It's fun doing Max to become Rex Charger because I am thinking if I had an extra Jake figure, I'm gonna make him a Jake Thunder. I'll make him Jake Thunder. Yeah, I'll make him Jake Thunder because Jake has this, you know, I see Jake, but I cannot, destroy this Jake because it might only, the body here. Yeah, this part can be painted like, everything. Yeah, the skin and, just, yeah. So I can, I can, yes, yes. Mhm. Oh, yo. Yeah, okay. So, oh, yeah, we need to respect everybody's culture. So we go to Max Race. Max Race. Oh yeah, Fathom fan. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Thanks. Uh, Actually, Fathom fan was really a fan, an USB fan. Yeah, really. I didn't charge it, but yeah, this is really a fan. Yeah, it's really a fan. USB fan. Yeah, it's a working fan. I just didn't charge it. There's a battery compartment here, and uh, there's a USB port here. It's really a fan. I think, yes. Yeah. Actually, this one vibrates. I think I show it in my, in my on one of my posts of the when I did this. It actually vibrates. It's quite strong. It lights up here and it has around one, two, three, four settings to the highest setting that it literally likes a fan. Yeah, that's really air blowing. So this one really vibrates. So it's really a fan. When I saw the fan, actually, when I saw the fan on a thrift store, I mean, which one is that? I saw this USB fan. The first thing I saw in the fan, because there is something like the shade of orange. That's the thing. I saw that, that orange fan. I just paint you up, a bit like orange. You are Fathom fan weapon system or weapon set, so that's why. So I did it. I stand with everything. Then of course I use pens, and the tips of these make sharp with the pontoons. Then I see these wings and everything. I make it something. Then the water bottle, the the windshield from a water bottle. Then some fan. Then some toy parts. And yes, and I made the front of front of um, front of the Phantom fan. All those ones. And yes, and then I made. Yeah, on the station. Yeah, something like that. The weapon system. So basically, I did Phantom Fan out of that. So I'm thinking because somebody posted something very interesting that Phantom Fan will combine with Awesome Ogre and Strato Strike. So yeah, if I'm doing Awesome Ogre, yeah, yeah, I'll try my best to have them combined. I'll If I do Awesome Ogre, it surely must combine with this weapon system and with the Strato. Yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. So I really like that concept. Then yeah, why not let them? Yeah, 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 something like that. Yeah, I really like that concept. So I'll gonna in the future, I'll gonna you know I'll gonna do that. I want that. Actually, I want that to happen. I really want it to happen. So if I had the time and the do, because I am doing right now awesome auger. It has, yeah. This is parts for awesome auger. Yeah. Yes, I know. It's so strong. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, man. The drill is quite strong. See, it's really quite strong. Yeah, the speed and power. So something like, yeah, this is really gonna be a very cool, awesome ogre. Actually, people don't like the awesome ogre, weapon system because it's really look like stupid or something. But yeah, I yeah, 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 exactly, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Then lastly, I have one more custom weapon system, which is one of my favorite of Jake Rockwell, which is um you know what you call this wild weasel, wild weasel. Yeah, yeah. Because I really like them to look like Batman. Batman's. Everybody wants to look like yeah, 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 the tumbler. So do the tumbler. I just everything. So I just take this. Okay, tumbler. Yeah, I think, yeah. Then for me for awesome ogre, I always think of Shredder's. In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Shredder's the Shredder vehicle. The I Yes, yes, something PC. Yeah, yeah. On Command and Conquer, I know Tiberian War. Number two, I play World of Warcraft. I'm crazy about World of Warcraft. I play games. I play console games. Yeah, I'm pretty much a fat boy all my life. I hate sports. I hate sports. I play games. Yeah, and toys and watch cartoons. Yeah, yeah. I'm just I stay at home. So this is yeah, the Tumblr. I was in I really like the Batman movie, and I like that, but I don't want to miss out you know the the missing missing parts of being you know the trike. Yeah, so I have to put that traditional on the vintage. So I have to faithful to the original design so I make it like that. So I have two guns there, two guns on the side, then these gun on top. And yes, that's how I made Wild Weasel on motorbike mode. So I think I'm really fun of how a person really rides a motorbike, spinning on. So I had that position, not the I just think so that this is more like cooler. It runs with speed. Something if Jake Rockwell's gonna use this weapon system, it should be running fast. I think something like as fast as the tumbler on. And there's two guns in front. I pay homage to the something with the Batman. The tumbler motorbike. So it looks like that. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I did it because yeah, something like that. So I paid homage to ah, yes, 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 yes. I always I always make sure we should be faithful to the original design. Yeah. It has a standing position. So yeah, yeah, yeah. It has a standing position, and just have to swap the parts and you put it on the back end. It is a standing position because yeah, and of course in the visor, yeah, on the visor part, the original toy has just that triangle. So I think it would be cooler. It has a better, wider face, wider something like that. If you can see, it looks like a yeah, something like that. Oh, oh, yeah. Thanks. So we're gonna convert it to standing position. Thank you. Oh, no. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's it. I think it would be better to have this consistency of the same helmet. I think so because there's these I see that their helmets are, the direct the identifying mark, or the, identify. Oh, this is Jake really. Oh, that's Jake's helmet. If you're really into, for some people, they might look the same, but we know that there is this. The Max helmet is really distinct from, individually from each other. So if we swap, yeah, we seen them. I think by visually on every cartoon we saw those, helmet. Those were distinct, and distinct to every character. So I think I'm gonna stick, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Okay. Yeah. I by the way, I made this. Oh, yeah, yeah. This is really, yeah. I agree. Okay, I'll show. Yeah, yeah. For this helmet, I think you see that, I made something like, helmet like looking designed to Jake's shield on the wind, wild weasel. Okay, I see the eyes and something like, helmet like, something like, it looks like an actual helmet, actual face protection actually. So this is the standing. Yeah, 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 something like a welding mask. Yeah, inspired by that welding mask, because something like, open, like, yeah, it opens like this. Yeah, it opens, and yes, this is the standing position. I just swap this thing to there, same as the vintage. How the vintage works, I just swap it out, and yeah, it stands like this. And the gun, yeah, I put some. It plugs in front, and there, this wild whistle in standing position, and the guns are just, or just rotate the guns. Then this thing stands by itself. It doesn't need the wide wheels will just stand by its part. So I don't need to have to support those, what you call this the fins. I forgot the stabilizer on the rear part. Oh, yeah. So this thing just stands and rolls, like, Actually, I roll it. Like, I throw the, it rolls, distinctly, especially on the, so it rolls and it stands by its own. So that's how I. Actually, it's a cheap China toys. I just saw the wheels that, I just measured the wheels. Oh, this one could be fine. It scales. Yeah, and I just glued them. Glued. Yeah, I just glued some parts. Yeah, and make it like this. Actually, those cheap toys, right? Cheap toys. Only this part of the toy is having these details, and the back part is hollow. Hollow. This one on the cheap toys is hollow on the inside part. So what I did, I just glued them. These actually are four sets of wheels. There are two wheels here. Yeah. Then I just glued them together so that they have this. Yeah. 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 I just glued them. So there are just, there are four wheels actually. These two sets of wheels and two sets of wheels, and I just glue them in between. Yeah, and make this toy like this. So oh, oh, I think the Lego wheels is like, rubbery. I think it's, yeah, it's made of rubber. This one says plastic. So yes, so that's how Jake Rockwell's. And I think that's all I've the things I've done for my Centurion selection. I'm hoping, because I did 2 out of 7. I'm hoping I can finish them, because I still didn't have that. I still didn't have those. There's a lot to go. Anyway, I don't want to finish them. Because I don't want to rush things. We have work. We have things to do also, aside from these things. It's just as a hobby, makes us sane. Life is full. I'm a Filipino. I'm an Asian. I'm a Filipino. We have the gasoline prices are very high. We get everything, but this keeps me keeps me sane. Forget the real world for a while. Yeah, that's why I'm into these hobby. I might as well. Mm, yeah, yeah. And by that, that Rex, if I had the resources, I'm gonna buy ramen toy. I'm gonna support that. Just things. Oh, 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 yeah. I think, yeah, if you have the resources, I really gonna grab that opportunity for that the Pache Commander by Ramen Toys. We've been waiting for this for a lot of years, and it took, you know doing a custom is really hard. You can't do it in a day. For Ramen Toys to fulfill that, for everybody to enjoy having a John Thunder figure that is already, it's way past. If I have to compute everything that they have to do, the molds and everything, for a $140, that's really, it's worth everything. It's worth the money. Doing all those, these are not mass produced, like like thousands and thousands and thousands of toys, but they're doing this for the fans, so it's worth it. 140 USD. Yeah, why not? If you have the resources, yeah, why not? Yeah, we live only once. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, as a fan, yeah, yeah, that's a fulfillment. It completes our. I think I think I don't have the time to, I don't have the time to do it again. I don't have the time to do it again. It doesn't, I don't I wish I have someone who I can hire somebody to mimic what I do, and I guide him what to, how to recreate it again. Actually, I did the most. If you've seen my custom Ghostbusters firehouse, that one I did like almost around 2 months something to do a 24-inch Ghostbusters firehouse, and I think I'm not going to do that again. All the painting stuff, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, first and foremost, I my source for the design for Phantom Fan is the cartoons itself. So what I did on the part for Man and Machine, those 5 episodes, I always post. So I rewatched the cartoon and the episode again. I post every time Phantom Fan will be showing on the, I post and I screenshot of it. Oh, this is how the back part looks. Okay, yeah, let it play. And again, wait, Phantom Fan, appears again. Okay, this is how he look like. And I screenshot and everything. And I think I came up with all the details I need. Then that's how I refer how my reference on how I build Phantom Fan, the colors, and then, yeah, every detail from the cartoons. Everything should be since I base on the cartoons, I base everything on the cartoons. That's how I did Phantom Fan. Mm. Oh, for 3D, I do designing on 3D also. On engineering, I do design 3D, so I am capable. Maybe a few trainings and like that. Maybe some tries. I can model it in 3D. But actually, with 3D design, there are a lot of there's a lot of 3D artists out there. They really like did awesome customs on how they design, especially on mask. The mask community, they do a lot of, I think this is guy, I forget his name. He do all those 3D designs, and it's awesome. You see the I see all those 3D artists, they fill up in every gap of all our childhood toys. In my part, I think if I had the resources to resources to get a 3D, yes, why not? Because in 3D design, as per my research, you need to invest on the better 3D printer, which is done in resin. Because if you do the filament something, it is not as smooth as as we expect. You see all the lines, so it 3D printing is quite, quite expensive right now. It's expensive. It's expensive to get that smooth quality that you want. And yes, in the future, of course, I will try if there is this, if the 3D printing process is faster and everything, and we have these 3D scanners. Y- It might also be available here. I might, scan this with a 3D scanner and reprint it. Yeah. Anyway, if somebody wants to borrow my design, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to copy it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. I'm open for any, yeah, I'm open for all those possibilities. Yeah. As a, as a fan, as a co-fan for the franchise, yeah, I know the, share the happiness because life is short. Life is short, like a life expectancy right now. So we need to live, pray, eat, love, and of course share. Of course, life is short. We have to share the happiness. If somebody is coming to my place, of course, I can show you around, show my customs. My house is always open. Yeah, we can talk. Life is short, so we have to talk about these things. How you been? Like we're doing right now. This might be, like a few days podcast, but yeah, it fulfills my, meet new friends, meet new people. Share what I've done, share my happiness, and yeah, share my experiences and everything. So yeah, why not? If I, yeah, I'm really open to those things. Yeah, life is short, so why not try everything? Why not, you have to try everything out there. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you can see those, people. Hey, I know that cartoon. Yeah, those were Centurions. Something like that. Something. I saw that one is the ace one, the blue one, the blue shirt. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the blue shirt. Yeah, that is so cool, man. Yeah. Really. Whoa. That would be so cool, man. Then with the orangutan, with the yeah. I'm also thinking of making one. Just like I just wanted to have a boogeyman for my Ghostbusters collection. Yeah, just like the boogeyman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. The Actually, if we can, it's really hard to find the 7.5 inches scale, figure because I wanted to scale also with the, with the original figures. I think I have seen none. I've seen none. It's really hard to find these. Yeah, it's hard. Yes, it's quite rare. And these figures, I don't even have the a hacker and a dog terror figure. So I'm, yeah, yeah. If I get the chance to get those figures, yeah, why not? Yeah, I still Doctor. Whoa, whoa. I think we have the whole lifetime. I wish I could spend. I'm still, I'm still alive until 80 years old. Yeah. Okay. Crystal Kane, beam me JP's power, weapon system, power extreme. Power extreme.